The Yangtze River is one of a select few known as mega rivers, and with good reason. As the longest river in Asia and the third largest river in the world, it has a drainage basin area of 1,808,500 square kilometers and is 6,300 kilometers in length, running from the center to the east coast of China. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that it is home to over 400 million people and generates approximately 40% of China's GDP, or gross domestic product. It is the hub of Chinese industry and is the fastest growing economic development zone in China. The river operates as a vast transport route connecting factories from the west of China all the way through to Shanghai at the mouth of the Yangtze, and is also known as one of the world's busiest container ports. This is a river with great influence on the country it runs through, and its ecosystem services, or use in the environment for social or economic benefit, has been described as many as incredibly valuable. So the history of the human habitation along the Yangtze is long and rich. 1949 saw the birth of the People's Republic of China under Mao Zedong. As the chairman of the Communist Party of China, Mao initiated waves of extreme anti-capitalist policies. Among these were the execution of over 1 million agricultural landlords and the confiscation and collectivization of private farmland. Mao aimed to copy the Soviet Union's model of economic development and initiated a transition from agricultural economy to an economy based primarily on heavy industry. These economic policies were laid out in a series of 5-year plans, which are still being put into use today. The second 5-year plan, or the Great Leap Forward, saw a huge famine in which up to 40 million people died. Following Mao's death in 1976, Deng Xiaoping introduced a reform and opening up policy which decollectivized land, permitted entrepreneurialism, and encouraged foreign investment. This resulted in rapid industrialization and steady economic growth. In subsequent years, the economy has shifted from heavy industries such as steel and iron production to light and industry and consumer goods. In the 1980s to the 1990s, the reform and opening up policy dictated the privatization of state-owned industries and removing of price controls and protectionist policies to allow freer trade into and out of the country. It is these combinations of increased development and interaction with the environment that is resulting in large environmental change. The three most significant of these are climatic changes, rapid industrialization, and the corresponding construction of hydroelectric dams, most notably the Three Gorges Dam. These three key changes have had huge impacts, and further changes including habitat loss, species extinctions, a changing water flow regime, increased atmospheric temperatures as a result of climate change, which has also increased the frequency of flooding and drought, in addition to high levels of chemicals and effluents in the water supply. However, all of these have occurred in the name of development, and for every one environmental issue, there is a benefit for society.